Hey everybody, this is Bronwyn Keith-Hynes and I play fiddle with the band Mile 12. Thanks so much to Bluegrass Unlimited for everything you guys do and for having me here today. I thought today I would show you guys one of my favorite bluegrass fiddle licks. This is one I got from the great Vassar Clements, and it's a cool fiddle lick that you can play over a bunch of different chords, but today I'll show it to you over a G chord. So let's get started. Alright, so our lick goes like this. So what's happening here is we're starting on the pinky on the G string, and the pinky's playing a D note, and we're going to use the same finger to play the first two notes. So we're going to use the pinky on the D note, and then we're going to move it down a half step to a D flat. And then we're going to play a third finger on a C note on the G string, and then second finger on the B. So we're going down 4 notes chromatically, and we're doing the first 2 notes with the pinky. Pinky on D, on a D note on the G string. Pinky on a D flat. Third finger on a C. Second finger on a B. And you can bow this several different ways. You know, if you want it to sound real smooth, you can slur all 4 of these chromatic notes. If you want it to be a little more rhythmic, you can do it with separate bows. That's fine too. So it's just kind of up to you how you want it to sound. And then the next part of the lick, it starts on the third finger on the D string, and we're going to go 3, 3, 2, 1 on the D string. So what's happening is third finger on a G note on the D string, and that third finger moves down a half step to an F sharp. Then we play our second finger on an F natural, first finger on an E. So we've gone down 4 notes on this D string, but starting on the third finger. So again, it's third finger on a G note, third finger on an F sharp, second finger on an F, first finger on an E. So if I do that much from the beginning, starting on my pinky on the G string, here's what it sounds like. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now we're going to do the same finger pattern on the A string that we just did on the D string. So we're going to start on our third finger on the A string and go 3 on the D note, 3 again on a D flat, second finger on the C note, and first finger on a B. So again, third finger on the A string playing D, third finger moves down half step for D flat, second finger on C, and first finger on B. Alright, so all those 3 together sound like this. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then our last little part of the lick, we're going to go like this. So the last little part, we're starting on an open A. We're going over the third finger on the D string, first finger on the D string, open D, and back to third finger on the D string, which is a G note. So our last part of our lick is open A, third on D, first on D, open D, third on D. I'll play the whole lick. 3, 4. Alright, so there's a few little variations we can throw into this lick now. One thing that I think is cool that can make it a little bit more bluesy is that on the third chromatic line, you know, the one that starts on the third finger on the A string, we can change the last note of that. So you know how originally I showed you that we're going third finger on A string on a D, then that third finger moves down to D flat, second on C, and first on B. Well, if we don't do the first on B, but then instead put our first on B flat, it sounds like this. And that's kind of a cool change. So here's the whole lick with that little change. play this lick a couple times now and you guys play along. The first couple times I'm going to play it, I'm going to show it to you the first way we did it, you know, with the B natural. And I'm going to slur each of those 4-note phrases. So let's do it here. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now we're going to play it bluesy with the B flat on the A string, and I'm going to also mix up the bowing a little. I'm going to do some separates, I'm going to do a few slurs, and I think that's kind of where the fun is. You know, you can really change the sound of these licks by changing the bowing, so, you know, mess around on your own and see what you think sounds good. 1, 2, 3, 4. Using this lick when I'm improvising over G, and a good example is the tune Paddy on the Turnpike, so I'll play a little bit of that for you. 1, 2, 3. So you can actually play this lick over a lot of different chords. I thought I'd quickly just go over a few of them. If you play the same pattern but you start one string higher, you can play it over a D chord. So if you start on your pinky on the D string, go chromatically down, and then you do the third finger thing on the A string, third finger thing on the E string, the exact same fingering pattern, just starting on the D string. You've got a D lick. So that's over D, and then if you wanted to do it over a C chord, you would start on the third finger on the G string. So this, the only change here is that you're going to do the third finger chromatic move 3 times, so no fourth finger, but you're just going to start on the third finger on the G string, go down chromatically, then go down chromatically on the D string, A string, and then resolve it to a C note. Hopefully it gives you a couple ideas for some other chords. Thanks so much to Bluegrass Unlimited for having me today. I hope you guys got something out of this video, and if you're looking for more fiddle lessons, I've actually got a bunch for sale on my website, www.bronwynkeith-hynes.com. So keep on fiddling, and I'll see you out there on the road one of these days.